İyi herhalde değil mi? Ses. Ses. Tabii size sıfır atık anlatacağım bugün. Tamam. Başlayayım tamam. Ee, Good morning everybody. I'm Şule Bektaş from Ministry of Environment, Urbanization and Climate Change. Today I'm going to talk about Turkey Zero Waste Project. My presentation will be in three parts. In first part of my presentation, I'm going to give you short information on Zero Waste Project. And next, I will tell some processes both world and Turkey had lived up to date, how we changed our waste management approach and our zero waste projects, how we came here, what we did, and where we are on project now. Zero Waste Project initiated in 2017 by Ministry under the auspice of First Lady Emine Erdoğan. And with this project, we aim to leave clean and developed Turkey to our future generations by preventing waste generation reduction and not to send much more waste to landfill and to conserve our resources in effective way. Zero waste is, what is zero waste? Zero waste is to encourage the circular approach to the way to use our resources and pushing our economies, shifting it from circular into linear economy. And not to bury or not to bury our waste, not to send to landfill, to use resources in an effective way, and design and manage products and processes to reduce, in a way, to reducing toxicity and a lot of materials. And as I said before, the main purpose of zero waste is to conserve and to conserve all resources and recover all waste, and not to accept waste as a waste, to consider it as a good resource. Uh, I'm going to talk about how we use in world global resources and from where we came to circular economy. If you look at this figure, you will see that world population is increasing, and also growing population and growing usage of raw materials. both of them are increasing together. And the latest, according to UN latest reports, world population will be around 9 billion in future, and also our wastes are increasing. To find out a solution to these problems, increasing waste, increasing population, and increasing production and consumption, circular economy, to change our economic model from linear economy to circular economy looks a solution. From this chart, from this figure, you will see that. Sorry, I can look at it from here. We have only one Earth, but we are consuming its resources, believing that its resources finite. But I want to read in this figure, we can understand that if you had lived like an American person, if we had lived like an American person, we had consumed 5 more worlds when we compare it now resources. We can say also developed countries consume more resources than other countries. And from this chart, we can see the waste generation of world in 2016. It was 2.02 billion tons, and it is predicted it will be 2.6, around 2.6 in 2030, and it will be in 2050 3.40. By 2050, waste generation of the world will increase 70 more. If we cannot take any precaution. And from other chart, also you can see from this picture waste generation of the world. If we not take any precaution, our production of waste is increasing. And waste characterization of the world, when we look at this, we can see a major part of waste can be recyclable. I think around 70 or 80% of waste can be recyclable. If we really implement zero waste approach and circular economy rules, we can recycle these 80% of our waste in a good way, and we don't need to send them to landfills, because recyclable waste are good resources also. And other chart is related to the decomposing times of waste. When we throw a waste away, it cannot be a part of our earth. It pollutes and live for a long time in the world. For example, plastics can be live 400 or 600 years on soil. At the end of this time, as I said before, it cannot be a part of our natural ecosystem. Plastics forms macroplastics from breakdown of large plastics, and it can be harmful to environment, human health, and soil waste. And also I give some information the disposing of these wastes in landfill. Uh, Dumping has short-term and long-term impacts. What are there? Firstly, we are losing very valuable resources and land, and loss of valuable materials for reuse in manufacturing processes, and it can be cause of groundwater contamination and greenhouse gas emissions, as you know, can be released from landfills. uh, Following zero waste approach, we can provide some environmental benefits, such as we can consume less energy and release less pollutant, and such as. And this picture, um, I will give information how we decide to change our economic system from linear economy into circular economy. In linear economy, we extract raw materials from earth, and we make something we are producing, and production of a material, we use it and we dispose it. Now, our current economic system is in this way, and we want to turn it into circular economy. Why? Because world's raw materials, um, raw materials we consumed much more, and it finishes, and the world cannot absorb the waste we produce now. We have to prevent these and change our circular economy in an effective way. In linear economy, population where we live now, natural and zero waste as emerging waste management approach can be seen as solution to linear economy. Uh, it contributes to circular economy. Also, Turkey, I will give later more information, our population, our economic growth. You can see from this chart that Turkey's population is growing. And with population growth, our using way of materials also increasing. Our population is 8 million now, and according to Turkish statistics, in 2000, we had 500 million tons of raw material consumption. Now we can say it has reached to a billion tons when we compare it with other years. And the amount of generated municipal waste also increasing. In 1995, it was 17 million. It reached to 32 millions in 2020, and it's predicted our waste quantity will exceed 38 million tons in 2023. And I will tell Turkey's journey to circular economy. Uh, in 2017, we initiated zero waste project. In 2019, Within this project, we launched bylaw on zero waste. In 2019, in our 11th development plan, we have wrote important states in this development plan relating to zero waste. In 2019, charging of plastic bags, and in 2020, we have done amendment in our environment law, and in 2021 we have started a project relating to circular economy to prepare Turkey's circular economy action plan. This is our ministry building. We have started in 2016 as a pilot scale to our zero waste project. After I will tell something what we did within this project in our ministry building. Firstly, we removed our personal bins under our tables. We have established sorting system at each floor to collect and separate our waste, and also we established the same system to separate our waste in our eating halls, and today we are producing compost from our bio-waste, and we are separating our waste around 28 waste stream, and we are collecting them in our waste temporary storage area. In this area, our wastes are collected in 28 groups. I can say we are sending very little, too little waste into landfill. And this is our mobile civic amenity center. Also, we are collecting our other recyclable waste, and our staff, our personnel are bringing their waste, and we are using this for this purpose. And this red box is for textile waste. And also within the scope of the Zero Waste project, we published bylaw on zero waste in 2017. Actually, Turkey's waste legislation, we can say, is largely aligned with EU legislation. And Turkey, we aims to move away from the disposal-centered waste management approach into into manage them more circular way. The aim of the regulation is to establish and develop zero waste management system around Turkey by 2023, and to improve waste management approach within the in line with the Sustainable Development Goals. This regulation bylaw on zero waste also regulates the principle and procedure concerning the establishment of zero waste management system and zero waste certificate. Zero waste certificate is to be issued for the places where the establishment of zero waste management system is obligatory for them. We have a zero waste hierarchy. Also, I can say it is used around the world and in EU legislations. The first three steps this hierarchy, the first steps of waste hierarchy, I said it's zero waste hierarchy. The first steps prevent, reduce, reuse, recycle, recover, and the last, and we don't prefer disposal. We are we take attention this hierarchy when we manage our waste. Prevention is the most preferable step. Reduction, reuse, and recycle. Uh, Annex 1, this chart is Annex 1 of Bylaw on Zero Waste, Bylaw on Zero Waste. In this time schedule, you can see the deadline for the places where the establishment of zero waste management system is obligatory. Metropolitan, in the first group, metropolitan sub-provincial municipalities. Uh, it is divided, depends on their population. In second group, population less than 250,000, and central sub-municipalities, associations of municipality, municipality, and in the third group, provincial special administrations outside the contiguous area, municipalities other than central, some provincial municipalities. This chart for municipalities, and also we have a chart for buildings and premises. And in this chart, state institutions, organized industrial zones, airports, business centers, and commercial plazas with an office capacity, ports, shopping malls, educational institutions, health authorities, gas stations, chain markets are responsible to establish zero waste management system within the specified dates in this bylaw on zero waste. Um, According to bylaw on zero waste in Turkey, we have to separate our waste at least um, at least double collection, according to double collection systems. Uh, One of these we can collect all recyclable waste, paper, cardboard, glass, plastic, and metals. In in another grouping, we can collect other waste. I mean non-recyclable waste, and brown bin for bio waste to produce compost. Also, it is possible to collect the recyclable waste according to waste streams. We can collect paper, glass, plastic, and metal separately. As I said before, according to Annex 1 of Bylaw on Zero Waste, municipalities are obligated to set up this system on streets and on streets. They can use at least double collection systems via these containers, or can collect these waste door to door way. It depends on municipality's choice. And mobile civic amenity centers, our municipalities also use this. And civic amenity sites, also it is obligate according to legislation to set up this. Civic amenity sites, people can bring their waste here before municipalities send them for collection facilities. And this is collecting and sorting facility. Also, we have a zero waste information system. It was improved by ministry. By law, on zero waste obligates the buildings and premises where it is obligatory to establish this system to enter their activities relating to zero waste management system, enter their data and information into this system, such as collection equipments, collected quantity of waste, and such information. Zero Waste Management Information System is collecting information from local authorities and building and premises. And also, by law on zero waste system, to obtain zero waste certificate is obligatory. There are 4 different zero waste certificates. The first one is basic level zero waste certificate. Others, qualified zero waste certificates, silver, gold, and platinum zero waste certificate. It is obligatory for the buildings and premises which are obligated to establish this system in the annexes of the legislation. Basic level zero waste certificate is obligatory for all them in annexes. In Annexes 1, and also it is possible to apply zero waste certificate as voluntary. Others, silver, gold, and platinum zero waste certificates, only it is obligatory to obtain this certificate for organized industrial zones, shopping malls, airports, train and bus terminals, accommodation facilities with a capacity of 50 rooms. These are obligation. It is obligation for these facilities. You can see zero waste certification. The places apply for silver, gold, or platinum zero waste certificate at the end of 24 months after obtaining this basic level zero waste certificate. The detailed point scoring system for silver, gold, and platinum certificate will be determined. We are studying now to determine the criteria for these certificates. Application for zero waste certificates are made through zero waste information system, which is an online system created by our ministry. It is mandatory to submit requested information to this system. Other slide is on zero waste guidelines. We have prepared zero waste guidelines, 11 zero waste guidelines to lead our target groups who are obligatory or voluntary to take zero waste certificates. These guidelines for municipalities, organized structural zones and industrial organizations, airports and terminals, shopping centers, educational institutions, health institutions, tourism facilities, rural settlements, public institutions, home and buildings, and zero waste below. You can reach these guidelines from our website. Also, we have prepared for each provincial zero waste management system plan. Each province has prepared this plan, and with the resolution of the local environment board, under the chairmanship of the local authority, in order to conduct the zero waste management system, in their priority. The transition of buildings and premises to the system will be ensured within the framework of this plan. And I'm going to some information on zero waste projects which was voted from international institutions. The project received awards last year, United from UNDP and the UN Habitat Program, and was also included in an Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development country report in 2019 as a promising project. More recently, it was honored by the Parliamentary Assembly of the Mediterranean. Zero Waste Project and First Lady specified as a significant actor in the Mediterranean region. And recently, the First Lady was awarded the Climate and Development Leadership Award for the project for the World Bank. In 2029, also, the First Lady Emine Erdoğan was presented with the first Sustainable Development Goals Action Award of the United Nations Development Program. Zero Waste Project received this award because it is considered to achieve the goal of responsible consumption and production. And the last vote is I think some months ago, First Lady and Secretary General Antonio Guterres signed a declaration of goodwill for the global promotion of the Zero Waste Project, because we as a country, Turkey, we want to share our experiences on zero waste to use our natural resources and forest resources in a good way and to share our experience with other countries. And other slide is what we did with zero waste projects. Since 2017, we achieved some goals. We gained 62.2 billion Turkish lira economic value. We have established this system in 150,000 building and premises, and 109,000 building and premises certificated, obtained zero waste certificate, and 88 municipality established this system, and we have educated 17.5 million people with our education activities. In this project, raising awareness among society is very important, is crucial step, I can say. And our municipalities, our education institutes, schools are proceeding this program. And we have reached 27.2 recycling rate. Recycling rate with this project, we saw that our recycling rates increased in 2000, while it was 1%, and now I can say it is around 27.2. In 2021, it was 27, but now I believe it's increased. In 2023, our goal is 35%, and in 2035, it will be 60%. Thank you for your attention. If you have any question, I will be glad to answer. No question. Teşekkür ederim.